No, no, it's not. Hey, bro. Hey. What you sucking on, bro?
All right. I do want you to write some notes real quick for me because this is going to help you with what we're about to do. Okay, just very, very brief notes. Okay. If you see two events happening, this is going to be, we're doing a whole chapter on probability, FYI. And you have to understand all this, what's called set notation. And it does involve Venn diagrams, which is why I gave you this whole lesson on Venn diagrams. But if you have two events happening, A and an event B happening, okay? And again, we're going to get into probability of these events, and this is going to lead us into more statistical analysis.
Statistical.
Yes. If you see A and what looks like an upside down U, A intersection B, what this means is A and B, which when you see the phrase and, or when you see an upside down N, that is the overlap. That is where they overlap. Okay? It's what they have in common, what they're sharing. It's their overlap. If you see A, U, B, in mathematics it means united. It's the combination of everything. We would say A or B. Isn't that what was happening on our last Venn diagram? When if I would say, hey, did you choose French or Spanish? You'd be like, oh, I'd add them all up in the French and in the Spanish, right? Isn't that what you do? So this is, right here, you would combine everything. The combination, the adding up all of them. These are important symbols. This is called set notation in mathematics. Your last and final thing to look for is this A prime, okay? And what that means in mathematics is not A. Well, if you're not in A, you would be where? You'd be in everything, listen to what I'm saying, everything but A. This is going to be very important. Everything but A. Okay, now go to your first kindergarten picture packet. I know what you're thinking. I get to draw today. Yes, you do. You get to shade in regions. Yes. Okay, it's going to be fun. Sorry. Okay, so very important. If I said to you shade in the region corresponding to set, if I said shade in A, what would you shade in? A. Including this guy right here? Yes, you'd be a part of A.
You really call pencils tomorrow? So you really hate me on this stuff. Yeah, I got to call pencils tomorrow.
You just need your pen or pencil, or just two different things. All right, A, U, B. A, combine B. What am I coloring now?
All of it.
Okay, I'm coloring all of it. This is the combine. This is the or. So this would mean all of it. Right there. Or combine, if that makes you happy. Oh, but when I see the upside down, the N, I always think of intersection, the overlap. Where are they intersecting? Which would I shade in? What would be this and? This football shape right there. All right, and last easy one, what would be the not B?
Everything but.
So what would I be coloring?
Just the.
Just here?
Yes.
No. All here.
Thinking outside the circle.
Thinking outside the box. That's right.
No, you're still inside the box.
Yeah, that's true. Outside the circle, inside the box. Okay. Now that you've gotten those basic ones down, those are the basic ones. Get ready for these ones. Okay. A united or combined with not B. Okay, so let me show you how to think about this.
So it's everything.
Okay, well, wait, let us go. If I said, okay, with one colored pencil, color in A, you'd be like, okay, that'd be that, right? And then if I said with another colored pencil or with a pencil or something, color in not B. Didn't we just do not B? So I'd be coloring everything in green, my green marker here, but not the B circle. Now, this U right here means what? What does it mean?
Or.
It means combine. So what would be the combination of them? What would be the combination of them? Everything you see, everything I just colored. That would be the combination of all of them. Okay? If I did this one now, not A intersecting B, not A and B, not A overlapping B, okay? So let's talk about this one. If I said, okay, let's do not A right now, what would not A look like? Everything outside of A, right? And B would be this guy. But where would their overlap be? If you had a third color here, where would be the overlap of those two right now? It would be this moon shape right here. That's what overlap is doing. It's not A overlapping everything that B has. Okay, I know you're all like, I'm not getting that. Just bear with me. We'll do it enough times that you will come to understanding it very soon.
Wait, so do we color the middle section?
Yeah, so that middle section is actually what I'm talking, that section right there is what I'm talking about, that moon shape right there. Okay?
Wait, but we don't shade it all the way. We just
We
draw
don't
like
shade,
the
what
line.
I was asking was, do we shade in where A overlaps B? Because you've got like.
Yes. Here's what I'm doing. Listen to what I'm doing. The green marker is just what not A is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
The B marker was what orange was.
Yeah.
But the overlap is where green and orange overlap, which is the moon. Yes, the crescent thing.
That, because like you drew. Like,
For this one?
No.
Oh, I drew a line sideways? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just, I'm sorry about that.
But you shade it all the way though. It's not like some whole new sort of shading.
No, this is right here. This is your answer right here.
So the orange line should be.
The orange line should be there because that was showing you what B was.
Okay.
All right, let me do another one because I think if I do another one, it might make sense. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm using really, shh, guys, listen. I'm using one color for A. I'm using one color for the B part, right? And then I'm coloring in what the intersection is or what the union is with my brown color. Does that make sense to you? Okay, so let me show you what I'm saying. So if I were to do not A right now in my orange color, would you all agree it would be this? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. If I were now with my green color to do not B, with my green color, not B, I would do all of not B, right? Okay, now this is what the question is asking though, and that's what I'm going to use my brown color with. Where is the two overlapping? Where are the two colors overlapping right now?
On the outside.
That's right. And I'm going to darken it. Keegan, thank you for your commentary. I really do appreciate it. Ah, that's what I needed. All right, let's do another one. Okay.
Does that mean it's only?
So this one's interesting, yes. Okay, so maybe this one, actually, I can do it a different way because maybe you'll understand it. Didn't we already do A united B? What do you think A united B, not it, would
So it would
be?
just be the outside.
Wouldn't it be what I just drew before? Okay?
Yeah, it'd
It would
just
be
be
the
the outside
same thing
part.
that you just did.
Exactly, it would be what I just did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Shading is so fun.
My note card's gonna be a mess.
All right, let's try a 3-1, and this one, hopefully, I think we'll actually understand it. Where would A overlap C be? Where would the A overlapping the C be?
The little, the mini.
Football.
You got it. You got it. Overlap. Where would not C be located?
Everything that doesn't include C.
Everything that doesn't include C. My marker is dying, so I'm going to use a different one here. So everything that doesn't include C. So again, here's my C circle, yes? I want everything outside of C. Everything, yeah. Outside of C. Okay, last one, second last one, sorry. B united with C, B combined with C, B or C. I gotta use the right word. So where would I be shading now? Would I be shading a football or would I be shading some circles? Yes, remember, look up here with the united. Circles are, intersection is footballs, okay? So united, B or C would be, you could be in B, you could be in C. Think about this one and do that one. I just want to see if you can think about that one. A, overlapping, not C. A, overlapping, not C. This one you might need markers for. I need markers for this one. You can be an A, but you can't, but you want to overlap with not C. Interesting.
Okay, this really hurts.
It is a crescent. Okay, so again, yes, I would color the A. This is how I start with these kind. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you got to be an A, yes? But you have to be overlapping with a not C. Well, again, if I'm using my colored marker, if I'm not C, it's everything out here, everything here, everything here. Where are they overlapping? Right at the crescent.
So you only have to color the crescent.
Correct. Yeah, if this totally made sense to you, then you just colored that crescent.
So you just color, so when you do your overlap part, you color everything that's not C, right?
My overlapping part,
Well, the not C part,
the not C is green.
okay.
Okay. All right. Now let's incorporate some actual numbers here, kids. It's gonna be so much fun. I think you might that actually for you it might be understandable. Brain hurts, I know. It's gonna be fun. All right. So let's do this together. We are going to, thanks, love. We are going to place each element in the correct section of the Venn diagram, okay? Shh. Okay, in one, the A, we have prime numbers. Do you remember what prime numbers are? I hope you do. Okay. Numbers that are only divisible by 1 in itself. 2 is the only even prime number, FYI. 2 is the only even prime number. 1 is neither prime nor composite. So FYI. And then we have what are factors of 12. What are factors of 12? Numbers that can divide into 12. Okay, so let's fill out this right now with these numbers. Is 1 prime? No. Is 1 a factor of 12? Yes, 1 can divide into 12. I know. Is 2 prime?
Yes.
I just told you it was prime. Can 2 divide into 12? So where does he go? 3, is it prime? Can it divide into 12? So he goes in the football. Is 4 prime? No. Is he a factor of 12 though?
Yes.
Put him here. Okay, keep going.
What are the prime numbers again?
You're divisible by 1 and itself.
Okay, thank you.
Only 1 in itself. Okay, you should have 5 right here, correct?
Yes.
You should have 6 over in here because it is a factor of 12. 7 is prime. Where does 8 go? Good job. Where does 9 go? Also outside. It's not prime and it's not a factor. 10, also outside. Where does 11 go? Where does 12 go?
Factors of 12.
It is a factor of 12 only. Okay, now we're going to answer these statements. You are to shade the true statements, or you can just write true next to it. A has 5 elements. Is that true or false?
It's true.
It is true. Look at the circle of A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. True. B has 4 elements.
False.
False. B has 1, 2, 3, 4, how many? 6, right? So that's false. All right. A intersection or overlaps B has 9. The intersection of B has 9. Is that true or false? Remember, overlap is the football.
False.
That has how many?
2.
2. False. A united with B, or the combination, all of it has 9? True, if I combine all of them. Okay? See, you're getting better. B has the same number of elements as B prime, or not B. How many are in B? Try again.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are not in B? You are not in B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is true. I know. B has twice as many elements as the intersection of A and B, or the football. How many does B have? Right, again,
Oh, it is.
6. The intersection is 2. That twice as many? No, that's 3 times. That's thrice as many, but not. That's false. There are 4 elements in not A. 4 elements in not A. False. How many are there again? Yeah. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so false. A fourth of the elements are outside of both circles.
True.
Yeah, there was 12 numbers. A fourth of them is 3. That's true. Okay. All right. This is notation for probability that we are going to start doing. When you see a capital P and then next to it is a letter or some saying, that means the probability, the percentage, the fraction. What's the probability of picking A? Well, how many numbers are in A right now? 5 out of how many total?
12.
So there's your answer, 5/12. Do this one for me. Probability of B. How many are in B? 6 out of, which would be which one of these? 0.5. What about not A? How many are not in A? 7 out of, so that would be, boom. All right, we got 3 left. Not B. What would the not B people be? 6 out of 12, which is 1/2 again. So we're going to learn this, but when you have not B, it would be the same as doing 1 minus the probability. Wouldn't that be the same? 1 minus 0.5? Isn't that 0.5 also? So it's actually this. 1 minus the probability of not B. Do these two for me.
What does that mean?
We're going to learn this. If you don't know it, it's okay. We'll do it. This is 1 minus the probability of B is the same as the probability of not B. Probability of choosing something in the intersection as opposed to the probability of choosing something in the combination. And this is the overlap. This is the combining. Which one would be larger, just first of all? Would you be larger to be in an overlap or be larger in a combination? Doesn't that make sense, right? So shouldn't this be the 75% and this be the 1/6? Guys, we're halfway done with your homework. On to 3. And actually, yeah. And actually, you're going to not do 4 because I'm going to let you do that when you come back to class. So, but 3 actually has 3 different problems on it. So that's why you're not letting you do 4. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. We'll get this done real quick. I'll start you off on this one and then I'll finish the rest. These are your elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A has 2, 3, 5, and 6. B has 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. We're going to complete the Venn diagram. We'll do this one together and then you should be able to do the rest, okay? So A has 2, 3, 5, and 6, and B has 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So what should go into the intersection? What number?
3, 5. 3, 5, 1, 6.
Okay. And then what should go in just A's crescent right there? 2 and 6. And what should go into B? 1, 7, and 9. And am I missing any? Missing 4. He goes outside. Who else? 8 and 10, right? Okay. Okay, so there you did. You just did part A. Part B. An element is picked at random, shade true statements. Is the probability of picking from B 1/2 right now? Is the probability of picking from B? How many are in B? 5 total. Out of total how many? Is that true? Boom. Is the intersection of A and B 2? No. Let me just give you a big hint. You never have a probability that's greater than what? 1, because 1 is equivalent to what? 100%. So you wouldn't say, oh, I have 200%. No, you have 100%. So that's incorrect. Yeah. Is the union, the combination of A and B, equivalent to 0.7? Well, how many elements are in A and in B combined together? 7 out of, what is 7 out of 10? 0.7. All right, and last but not least, is the probability of not picking from A equivalent to 7 out of 10? Remember, not A would be everything.
It'd be 6 out of 10.
It'd be how many? I just colored it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, not that one. Okay, your homework tonight is 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Okay, you do not have to do the last page. We are going to do that one together because it's called a two-way table. I don't want you to freak out about that
You have
one.
your class tomorrow?
I get you again on Friday. Is that true?
Yes.
And then apparently next week we have
I know, but apparently we have another A day.
which I feel like 2
It's-
weeks.
4 A days in a row.
So what you're saying to me is that you love being in here so much.
Yeah.
I prefer this class, like starting this class in the morning and starting chemistry.
That makes me happy.
Yeah.